Sundays were the most boring day ever because nothing was on our one channel. It was so boring, and I would just sit outside on the stoop because we lived by a road, and I would just pray that a car went by for some kind of diversion. Oh yeah, I mean, when I went to school, in my high school, girls had to wear dresses, which I thought was stupid. And the dresses could only be 2 inches above our knees. And I just thought that was just so ridiculous that girls had to wear dresses until I got to be, I think maybe in 10th grade, we were finally allowed to wear pants. So yes, I would have definitely changed that. Well, I was more 60s, 70s. I was more 70s. 70s was kind of like the psychedelic time, like 60s and 70s were psychedelic, and our clothes were really colorful. Our skirts were as short as they possibly could be. It was kind of I feel like it was a pretty wild time. And the Vietnam War, so there was unrest, and so I think it was a pretty interesting time, really. The funny things were just hanging around with my friend, and I still remember one time my friend and I were out, we used to call it out town. So we were out town, and it was dark, and I was wearing my grandmother's silk black gloves, and we were walking up this hill, and a car came, and I don't know why, but I jumped over the bank so the car wouldn't see us. Not that we were doing anything bad, but I fell over the bank, and I was trying to drag myself out with these silk gloves, and I kept falling back down the bank. And the other fun times were my other friend used to drive us around in her boyfriend's car, so we drove around a lot. And do you remember, well, you wouldn't, have you ever heard that song, Bye Bye Miss America? Oh, that was big. That was big. I still remember one time riding around at night. It was snowing like crazy, and that song came on the radio, and about 4 or 5 of us in the car were singing Bye Bye Miss American Pie. So that was fun. And I don't know, chasing boys, I guess. Liking boys was part of the whole thing. And I think for me, fun times were always dances, because I love dances, and there was really nothing else to do. So going to a dance either at school or our church hall with the priest that was our friend, every other Friday they'd have a dance with a live band, and so that was always something to look forward to.
What was that like back then?
I was thinking about that today. I did not, because nobody in our area would admit to it.
Yeah.
There must have, I'm sure there were gay people around. There were some people that were suspected of being gay, but you never knew it because they didn't come out. So no. One time my mother and my best friend and I were in the city, and we just decided to go to a gay bar, so we went to a gay bar. So that was about the closest that...
Did you have fun though?
At the gay bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had a drink and had popcorn.
Like in a city?
It's interesting, I told your Aunt Carmen the other day when we went to Boston that I wish I would have been born and raised in a city like New York City or LA or some huge city, so that I would have been exposed to more things, more types of people, more types of experiences. And I really don't like cities, so I'm uncomfortable in cities, so I wish I would be more comfortable traveling around cities. But I wish I would have had that experience of being in an urban area and then move to a rural area, because I do prefer rural areas. It wasn't so much traveling, it was more, my favorite places were my friends' houses, because I got away from my 3 brothers, and I could hang out with my friends. I would say try to do what makes you happy, which I think is hard when it comes to work. I think sometimes we just fall into our jobs. If you can do what makes you happy, that's great. I would also say save as much money as you can so that when you retire, you can have a comfortable life. So I would say not be frivolous with money, because It really helps to build your wealth.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.